quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
This is Jalen Richard, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he fires it. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They go play action with Brissett. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Watson going to get this one out wide. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ricky Ortiz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Raiders 0. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And then he blocked out shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Las
Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And a short pickup. There as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Tackle made by Malik Hooker. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. On the draw, Richard. Richard lost it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now. Richard. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Richard, the ball.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Carr. Flush to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. first down. Richard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Joe Schobert.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Raiders 6.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd down, turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second. Trying to get to Rhodes, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
The score, Colts 21, Raiders 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they'll find Waller, that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
42-yard line.
Carr gives to Richard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Richard, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr got it open there. It's Rhodes. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. First down from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff to Richard. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On play action, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. Carr, a great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, Richard. And he'll take this into the end zone. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Colts 21, Raiders 13. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Brissett. And they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. It's to Hines on the drop-off. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
And it's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Brissett now. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Brissett. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
This is Hilton on the receiving end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 16.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
7-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 5. Here's Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
No gain on the play.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 12-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Richard. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Brissett. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. On 1st down, Richard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Richard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 3rd down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Over on down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the 4th down stop has them in the driver's seat. Now we'll see if they can put points on the board to strengthen this slim lead. At the very least, they'd love to march this football out of their own territory and chew up some 4th quarter clock. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw, Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a big deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may gain more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the ground, Richard. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Richard. Down right around the 25.
Richard's the ball carrier.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
On the pickup.
To throw his car. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Foster Moreau, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it and take some time down.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Rodgers on the return. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 32-yard.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Las Vegas, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now.